What's up, everybody? I'm Carter Street back here again, and today we've got the all-new Summit Ascent. I'm gonna throw a few warm-up shots with it. We're gonna compare it to a few other choices, and then we're gonna bowl an entire game with it and see how it looks. Line up a little bit straighter as always. I definitely think this ball needs some oil to get through the fronts a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and move about 6 further left, get into some more oil and see what happens. There we go. First thing I'm really seeing out of this ball is control. Super controllable piece, R2S cover stock, super proven, very predictable. This core, very, very heavy rolling. I just feel like I know what it's gonna do every time. And for me, that's a very big plus. I love knowing when the ball gets off my hand if it's gonna be predictable or not. So to compare, I brought the one and only Storm Phase 2. I think everybody knows about this ball by now. It's one of the best balls ever made. So a little higher RG, 2 points higher, and a lower differential, 5 points lower. So core-wise, this core is gonna be a little bit weaker, which suggests it would get through the front a little bit easier. But the cover stock, the TX16 solid cover stock, is a bit of a step up from R2S solid. So you've got a weaker core, but with a stronger cover in the Phase 2. I'm gonna move back to the right where I started with the Ascent. I'm gonna throw that one in the same spot again and get it a little bit quicker to the friction because the Summit Ascent kind of started bleeding energy when I threw it to the friction a little quick. So we're gonna see if this does the same. I think that one got through the fronts a little bit more, not too much. I did hit these balls with a 2000 pad before we started bowling, so surface prep is no different. That one looks like it just cleared the fronts a little bit more due to that little bit weaker core, but overall these are going to be very, very close. I'll move into about 18 where I was with the Summit Ascent before as well. Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit more length through the mid lane. Still no issue picking up. That cover is still pretty strong. The Phase 2 is a strong ball in itself, but I'm seeing just a little bit more length out of that one. Alrighty, now that we've got a bit of a baseline, we know what this ball does in comparison to one of our favorites, the Phase 2. I'm gonna bowl a game. We are on the house shot. We're going to see what number I can put up. Miss a little right. Same spot, just gonna throw it a little bit better. Yeah, that one just got into a roll a little bit early, left that ringing 10 pin. Uh-oh. All right, we're safe. So off of that shot, I'm not gonna move, but I am going to get the ball over the fronts a little bit more to try and retain a little bit more energy through the pins. Ooh, I love that. I will admit my hand did really get on the side of that one. As I lofted a little bit more, my hand kind of got caught up in it, but it really cornered down lane, and I think I'm gonna move just one board left off of that and try and do the same thing. I think we found a home for this ball. Now that I think we're in the right part of the lane, it's all about repeating shots at this point. Loving what I'm seeing so far. That's left. Oh, no problem. That's huge to see right there. Missed in the oil. Usually here, the puddle in the middle of the lane tends to get pretty heavy, so those misses in. Kind of hard to get through the pins, but I don't think that one had any issues right there. So balls I would really see myself throwing around this one. Above it, I really like the Roto Grip XL. That is an asymmetric solid piece. I think that fits just above this one. And then from what we've seen, this Phase 2 is like half a step below this one. If that, they are really, really close. I think Ion Pro is a really good step down from this one. I'm loving that ball so far. So I think XL above this and Ion Pro below it. Just from a feel perspective, I really think that this ball, for me, likes to be thrown a little bit slower. The ones I threw hard, they really didn't see the lane the right way. And this might just because we're bowling on the house shot. So far, I'm liking moving into the oil a little bit more and slowing down. That's what's looking good so far for this ball. through 9 frames. We've got strike, ring 10, and then 7 baggers. So let's throw the rest of them. Why not? Oh, that's left. AI core showing us what it's really made of right there. Those off hits. Storm claims that AI core increases your hits on those not really good ones right there, kind of light pocket missed in the oil. And, I'm not going to argue with them. That one looked pretty good. Can never complain about a ball that, still shows X's on the board when I throw it awful. Caught all of that one. Just for funsies, I'm going to move another one left on this one. Going to catch all of it too. Oh, did not get around that one at all, but doesn't matter. AI core always strikes. Alrighty, so good little 280 with this ball. I think we found where the comfort zone for this one is, for me especially, kind of in the middle of the lane, a little bit slower ball speed. So now we're gonna kind of really test its limits. I'm gonna move a lot to the right and then a lot to the left. And we're gonna see if this ball has any limitations, if any, or if it can just strike from anywhere, which would be ideal. So I'm gonna go to like 12 on this one, maybe 12, 13. My eyesight's not very good. Off my hand, I thought that was gonna flat 10, but it didn't. It got through the pins pretty good. So let's do it again. Wow, really forward, really in the friction. That did everything right. That little off hit, it's just been carrying every time. I love it. Alrighty, now since we've seen what this ball can do from a little bit further right, I'm gonna jump to the other side of the lane. We're gonna get into about 22, 23 at the arrows, really slow our ball speed down, really get after it at the bottom, get our hand around it and see how much angle we can create with it. That was pretty good. I really was not expecting it to really corner that hard. I love it. This ball seems extremely versatile so far. In my few practice shots, I thought it looked a little bit limited to really a very small part of the lane, kind of in the middle, a little left of the track, but I've been proving myself wrong so far. So now we're gonna throw a few backups, see how good it looks on the left side of the lane as well. Ball is too good. Final thoughts on the Storm Summit Ascent. I'm a huge fan so far. We've got a trios tournament this weekend here at North Rock Lanes. I'm bowling with the man behind the camera, Braden Malish, and Brandon Caruso. We got 44 feet, and I think this ball is going to get some playing time. Really seems to roll good on the heavier oil. When I moved into the middle part of the lane on this pattern, really seemed to come to life. So I'm a really big fan of this ball. It rolls good. It smells extremely good. Scent is cream soda. It's really making me like it even more. I don't see any reason not to have one of these in your bag. It just does everything right. Pick yours up at your local VIP pro shop today and you're not going to be disappointed. If you'd like to see any more ball review videos from us, like, subscribe, comment, tell us what you want to see next. We'll see you guys next time.